Los Angeles, 1947, the city of dream and sometimes nightmares. On the morning of January 15th, a young woman walking through a vacant lot in the neighborhood of Limerick Park made a discovery so horrifying it would shock the nation, haunt the city, and remain one of America's most chilling unsolved mysteries. This is the story of the Black Dahlia murder. Around 10 a.m., a mother pushing her baby stroller along South Norton Avenue noticed what she thought was a discarded mannequin lying in the grass. But as she stepped closer, she realized the awful truth. It wasn't a mannequin. It was the body of 22-year-old Elizabeth Short. The scene was gruesome. Elizabeth's body had been severed completely in half at the waist. Her skin had been drained of blood, leaving her almost ghostly white. Her face had been mutilated with deep cuts from the corners of her mouth up toward her ears, creating a haunting, ghastly smile. It was clear this was no ordinary murder. Whoever had done this wanted to send a message. To understand the case, we need to know who Elizabeth Short was. Born in 1924 in Boston, Massachusetts, she was described as strikingly beautiful, with jet black hair and piercing blue eyes. She dreamed of becoming an actress and moved to California in search of fame. Friends said she was charming but often mysterious, sometimes inventing elaborate stories about her life. She was often seen wearing black dresses, which is believed to have inspired the nickname the press would later give her, the Black Dahlia. The Los Angeles Police Department immediately launched one of the largest investigations in its history. Hundreds of detectives were assigned to the case. More than 150 suspects were questioned, and thousands of leads were followed. But the investigation quickly became complicated. Reporters swarmed the story, sensationalizing every detail. Tabloids painted Elizabeth as a femme fatale, exaggerating rumors about her personal life and relationships. Meanwhile, letters and notes began arriving at the Los Angeles Examiner newspaper, some signed by a supposed killer who taunted the police and even mailed in Elizabeth's personal belongings, including her birth certificate and address book. Despite the massive effort, no one was ever charged with Elizabeth's murder. Over the years, theories about who killed her multiplied. Some believed it was a surgeon or a doctor, since the cuts on her body were made with incredible precision. Others suspected mob involvement or a jealous lover. One of the most infamous theories points to Dr. George Hodel, a wealthy and eccentric Los Angeles physician whose own son later accused him of the crime. Hodel was investigated at the time, and police even bugged his home. On the recordings, he was heard saying, "Supposing I did kill the Black Dahlia, they can't prove it now." But no charges were ever filed. 75 years later, the Black Dahlia case remains unsolved. Elizabeth Short's murder has become one of the most famous in American history, inspiring countless books, films, and conspiracy theories. But at the heart of the legend, beyond the headlines and the Hollywood myths, is the story of a young woman who came to Los Angeles with dreams of a better life, only to become the victim of one of the city's darkest crimes. The truth about what happened to Elizabeth Short may never be known, but her story continues to haunt us, a reminder of how fragile life can be and how some mysteries refuse to fade with time. This was the story of the Black Dahlia murder.